can I have this? No, it's too expensive. Can I have that? No, it's too expensive. I
Yeah.
heard that for years, So I always
Yeah.
told myself, so when I have kids, I'm going to be in a position where I never have to say that ever.
And that's why your business will skyrocket. Yeah.
Once the baby is there and he or she is healthy, then it's a me time again, and I
It's all
get
yeah,
right back in that pro cycle.
me time again. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't get any of
So
those after you have a kid. I tell you right.
I think so. Yeah.
You
So
get-
how's it been for you after you had a daughter? So
It's
how
you.
much?
I'm joking. You get me time. Like and that's that's like the most important thing is to make sure you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like and a lot of people will get like way too absorbed in there, and it's obviously having a kid. You're like every bit of you is like thinking, is she okay? Is he okay? Like you're alert. Like it's this crazy switch of like primal instincts that come out
Of
again.
course, yeah.
It's
You
pretty
want to
cool.
take care of make.
But like be able to separate that and be able to like give yourself a normal life still. Like you have responsibility, obviously, but
Yeah.
for me, the adjusting part was like hard for me when I was like going like I was really starting to be mindful of how long I was in the gym for. Because I'm like, if I'm in the gym talking to somebody, you're like,
Yeah. You get a
you
bit
can,
selfish that way. Yeah, I know.
right. Like, you have time to go out with your friends and hang out, when you can't schedule it, right? You get
Right.
time for yourself to go to the gym and be healthy or, whatever, your family, your work, obviously, right? Anything outside that for me is like extra time. And like,
Right.
she has to get that. So if I'm like, if I can be more mindful of like how long I'm actually in the gym for, that made me more efficient in the gym.
Right.
Like it made me really think about like training, optimal training more and more and more, so I can just be around her more and be like, what's really necessary for this? But like
Take all
that,
the junk volume is gone
yeah,
now.
it's like
Yeah.
what's really like what is actually necessary to do this to to achieve. So I was able to do that and prep for a show, but like it was just kids just basically make you like they give you a fuel and a purpose like automatically, like there's no more guessing, and
Do you
then like
think
whatever.
do you think that because of your daughter, you were a better bodybuilder and a better businessman?
Yeah.
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 That's great.
100%. Like me and my buddy are making this joke, and it's like they should just have like this thing where you want a kid to grow up really quick, a man just like give him a kid like instantly, like take care of this kid, like because it
You have
automatically
to grow up right away. Yeah.
you just because you like for men it's like I'm only gonna speak for me because I'm a man, right? So it's just like we're a lot more into this like protect and like earn and like it's our job to provide the environment. Like that is like a very primal thing for us.
Right.
It's like
And then
on your own you do it for yourself. You're selfish. You know what I mean? You
you don't
want
really care about others. Yeah. Right.
yeah. You're like whatever. I want this for me. I want a girlfriend. Whatever. I want But as soon as you have a kid, it's like okay, I need to provide this environment, and then you start to really think of like, okay, what am I doing as for work? Like, okay, I can make, she needs to have everything she wants. I got to make more money.
Right.
So it's like you hone into the things that are more important. You know what I mean?
Right.
It 100% does. I think if you take anybody who's in this industry that has a kid, like they're like, look at Juan Morel. Like his.
Oh yeah, he's very driven. I mean, look how successful he is now, man. I'm so happy for the guy.
Yeah.
He's
Like
got
take
that,
yeah.
the cookies and restaurant. He's got a whole restaurant over there with his
Lex
wife.
Lewis, 2 kids.
Yeah. He's
like,
doing very well. Yeah, he's doing
pop
very
a kid in there. You can do bodybuilding for a little bit longer than you're like,
10 minutes. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Steve, you want to do some cardio? I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go back home. Yeah. No, so hopefully that is going to come for me this year, and then let's see if that helps level up the business after we get up to the first year of crying and stuff. But luckily, like me and my wife, we both work from home, right? So my wife is already she used to be a personal trainer before, and now she's scaled back to maybe 2 hours per day because she still likes to do it. She used to be she represented the national team here in Thailand, so we went all over the world for her to compete. Dude, she won like world championships 4 times and the Asian championships 3 times. And so she's won literally everything in this part of the world. So she kind of set the standard for the bikini class at that time. And they got paid heavily by the government to represent the country. So they get like $30,000, dude, for winning.
Amazing. What?
Yeah, they don't have that in the IFBB, right? So every time I tell this story, like I said, why did your wife compete so long? I said, well, every time there was $30,000 for the World Championships or more, and about 13,000 for the Asians. So she would do the Asians and the Worlds every year, and then collect a nice fat bonus on top of her work. And I showed her how to invest. So she put that all. She never spent anything of it. So she put that all into savings, like asset stocks, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
she's basically done. Now she's helping me with the YouTube channel and taking care of the cats. And then at one point she'll be a mom, and then she's just here full time.
That's a legit plan. That's an awesome plan.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then I'm trying to scale back a little bit more also, because that's why I'm getting an editor. No, so the coaching, I already wanted to phase that out, so I had more time on the YouTube channel. And now the YouTube channel takes so much time, right? And the content is so in depth that it takes more time to produce videos. So like we had that discussion at the Mr. Olympia and Flex Lewis's after party. Like about hiring an editor and scaling your business and you know, how to, you know, really level up, because I've been doing it mostly by myself.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I can get that all done for this year. And then next year, when the baby is getting born, I'm kind of hands off with the business, just producing content and doing the occasional consultation and mentorship plan. And then I'll be playing with cats and Legos all day long. You know? Yeah, that's the most important thing at that time, you know? Because I don't know, like I don't know how it was for you, but like both my parents used to work, right? Because there wasn't enough money to go around, and then because kids are expensive, right? And then, you know, parents divorce and you get all that drama, and then there's really no money to go around because of the legal fees. So I didn't have it easy. And I remember as a kid, I heard every time, you know, can I have this? No, it's too expensive. Can I have that? No, it's too expensive. I heard that for years, you know. So I always told myself, so when I have kids, I'm going to be in a position where I never have to say that ever.
And that's why your business will skyrocket.
Right. Yeah. And we're doing great now, you know, we're doing great now. But I think you'll find like some new motivation when you have kids.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens. I'm close to 40 now, so I shouldn't wait too much longer. Because the weird thing is, like, we had this YouTube channel and coaching and all that stuff that we were doing. And I always told myself, okay, when I reach this goal, we can have kids. And then you exceed that. And then you start doing the calculation. And then you realize, okay, maybe the financial goal needs to be a little bit higher. Okay, so you try to reach that. You hit that target. And then you keep procrastinating. And then at one point, you're like, oh, man, now my biological clock is really ticking, you know?
Yeah.
So this is going to be the year. Yeah. So if I shrink, you guys know why.
How old's your wife?
She's 6 months older, so she'll turn 40 in about 5 months. You saw her at the expo, right?
Yeah.
So she has those Thai genetics. Sorry.
Okay. No. Sorry. Go. Keep going. My bad. Go.
Yeah. So she has those Thai genetics, and she doesn't look 40 at all. She's very healthy. And she never did anything crazy for competing. So unlike me, she never really pushed it.
Yeah.
Because of those drug tests that we had to beat. And so she's quite healthy. We did her fertility checks many times, mine. And man, this cat is really going crazy. So we did our fertility checks many times just to see if, you know, things were declining or anything. But apparently on paper, it all looks good. So I wasn't really too worried to wait a little bit longer until we're both 40. Now let's see if there's room for a second one.
Wait,
I said one cat, and now we got 6.
That's different. Cats are like the opposite of kids, like the most sufficient, like if like, you know, self-sufficient animals. There's like Leo B.
That's
meow.
true.
Take care, buddy. See you in a couple hours.